Prosper High School is full of mathematicians, many of whom are involved in the Math Honor Society Mu Alpha Theta. Madeline Wentz takes a dive into the hard work students put into this program. Another program students put months effort into is football. For one player, after years of dedication, he is headed to Rice University in the fall. Stay tuned to Warney. And just like the players, coaches sometimes struggle to find a good balance between their passion for their sport and their personal life. Coach Cooper discusses the struggles and sunshine of being the PHS wrestling coach.
From Studio 301, Prosper High School, this is Eagle Nation News.
Good morning, Eagle Nation, and thank you for joining us. Today is Thursday, March 4th. I'm Will Carlisle.
And from 6 feet away, I'm Mithra Kama.
On Tuesday evening, President Biden announced that the United States will have enough COVID-19 vaccines for every adult by May of this year. This milestone was previously estimated to occur in July of this year. However, he said, quote, the U.S. was able to speed up the timeline under a deal with Johnson & Johnson to accelerate production of its single-dose vaccine.
As announced on Tuesday of this week, Texas Governor Greg Abbott has issued an executive order to fully open Texas businesses and end all mask mandates. Despite warnings from healthcare workers, Abbott states that people who don't wear masks will not be penalized beginning next week. As of March 10th, all businesses of any type will be permitted to open to full capacity, while coronavirus deaths continue to be on the rise.
On March 16th and 17th, Carter Blood Care is hosting a blood drive at the Prosper Public Library in order to address the blood shortage caused by the shutdown of donation sites in the past few weeks due to inclement weather. According to Carter Blood Care, all participants must be 16 years old, at least 110 pounds, and be in good physical health in order to donate blood.
An honor society at PHS focuses on helping students shine in math. Madeline Wentz has more on club events and the benefits this organization provides students.
Mu Alpha Theta is an honor society dedicated to promoting and inspiring mathematical excellence in high school students. The chapter at PHS requires members to hold 3.0 GPAs in math and be enrolled in Algebra 2 or higher.
Why we started it was to really kind of bring together people that have a love and a passion for math. All of our members have to do weekly tutorials.
Every year, Mu Alpha Theta holds a Pi Day celebration around March 14th when the students celebrate the number pi by eating baked pie.
Pi Day is just a celebration for the whole school. We'll sell pies, which we are doing this year for $1. We're going to do a Kahoot game and pie guessing to see how many pies we actually have sold.
Joining Mu Alpha Theta provides a variety of benefits for students, especially when it comes to preparing for college.
You get to kind of join with people that have a passion for math. It's a great thing to put on your college application.
You can join Mu Alpha Theta in the fall by completing the application on their webpage, prosperisd.net/Mu Alpha Theta. I'm Madeline Wentz reporting for Eagle Nation News.
Despite the 9 weeks coming to an end, Prosper Spring sports are still in full swing. Grace Escobar is in studio with your Game Time Sports update.
Thanks, Will. Last Friday, the Lady Eagles soccer team took on Little Elm Lobos and kicked off the second half of district with a 6-0 win on senior night, with senior Caitlin Giametta scoring 4 goals. The Lady Eagles continued their dominating streak on Monday, defeating Denton Geyer 3-0 with 2 goals from junior Hadley Morrell and 1 from Giametta. Last night, the Lady Eagles were able to add another win to their undefeated season after they beat McKinney High 8-0 with a hat trick from freshman Emma Jolinski, 2 goals from Giametta, and a goal apiece from Morrell, Lauren Holland, and Taryn Martin. Boys soccer didn't have as much success against Geyer, falling 2-0 to the Wildcats on Monday. In softball news, the girls will face Lovejoy at 3 and Eaton at 5 today at the Eaton Fields. Meanwhile, the baseball team will play Marcus and Saxe today at home at 11 and 7:15. Moving from the dirt to the rocks, the Region 6A Division I Championship for powerlifting today is in the PHS Arena. Make sure to go support the Prosper Powerlifting 7 regional qualifiers. Sydney Duvall, Kylie Pizarro, Stormy Stevens, Ryan Buckner, Amanda Lingarst, Asia Smith, and Evelyn Grace Pecori. Tomorrow, the Prosper Sports kicks off at 8 a.m. with a track meet at PHS, while boys and girls golf will compete at the Region 1 6A preview at Tangle Ridge starting at 8 a.m. Wrestling will hit the mats at PHS with the Lady Eagles beginning at 4 and the boys at 6. In pro news, the Dallas Mavs nailed down the W against the Thunder last night, 87-78, without Luka in the lineup, putting the Mavs at 18-16 for the season and 8th overall in the Western Conference. Not many athletes get to continue their athletic pursuits at the collegiate level, but even fewer at D1 schools. Caden De La Garza sits down with one of Prosper's own who's continuing his football at the next level.
44 is not just any number in Prosper. Number 44 belongs to a player who's helped put Prosper football on many front pages and has helped lead the Eagles to several playoff games. Linebacker Ciano proudly wore this number, bringing it to the next level, playing college football at Rice University.
They were the first school to offer me, and I really just felt at home the first time I ever even went there, which was like 2 years ago. I felt like I would end up there at some point, no matter who ended up coming to offer me, so I just decided to pull the trigger.
While college football is a much bigger commitment than anything he's encountered before, Ciano is not afraid to avoid his stigma in order to achieve dream, even if it means missing out on his final summer with his friends and family. I'm
only going to have like a week summer here, and then I'm going to be down there already starting summer workouts and stuff like that. So I'm not sure what my schedule is going to look like down there, but it's going to be a lot different than in years past.
Ciano has had the opportunity to train with multiple pro football players and learn what it is like to play next level. The advice that stuck with him most
told me just to trust the process, trust my coaches, and don't ever take a day off, because the day that you're taking off is the day that somebody else is getting better.
While he has gained significant insight from older players, Ciano said he feels confident in his abilities, mostly due to the Prosper football program.
We've definitely been prepared really well here. I mean, we have to be up here at 6:30 in the morning every single day, and doing a lot of hard workout, watch a lot of film, so I'm definitely really well prepared. So the position really doesn't scare me at all.
Reporting for Eagle Nation News, I'm Caden De La Garza, Prosper.
When we return, we'll see how one coach balances his professional and personal life.
Being a coach, teacher, and organization leader involves significant time commitment that can often be stressful on those involved. Julia Bizion found out how Coach Cooper makes sure to utilize the self-care practices that he teaches his students.
Just like the Prosper Eagle athletes, PHS coaches find it a struggle at times to balance their sports and personal lives. Hope Squad advisor and wrestling coach, Coach Cooper, recently found himself in this position.
For me, it's very competitive. I want the best for my kids on the mat all the time.
As Coach Cooper has learned and emphasizes to his students, putting so much stress on oneself can often lead to burnout.
2 years ago, I was just burned because I was driving the bus almost every day to the practice facility. I was sitting around extra, working 30 minutes after practice. I was meeting them on Sundays at the building, trying to get more work. And finally, I'm just tired. Hope Squad's helped too, believe it or not. I've learned so much. I think that's the big change is when I took that class over last year, is here I am preaching to the kids about, you need to do this, self-care that. And then I'm like, well, I'm not doing it.
Coach Cooper was able to utilize the strategies he taught his Hope Squad students to better himself.
I started doing yoga during that. I'm still doing it now. It's something my wife and I have created. That was a self-care thing that came out of being burnt out and needed to take a break because I wasn't doing enough of that myself.
Finding the balance in his life has allowed Coach Cooper to embrace the success of his wrestlers as well as his students in the classroom. For Eagle Nation News, I'm Julia Bizion, Prosper.
With good news for Prosper students, a parody by two popular celebrities, and a return to the host spot, there's a lot going on right now. Emily Baldwin is in studio with this week's Talent Talk.
Thanks, Martha. To start it off, Prosper received some exciting news yesterday. The Texas Education Agency approved a waiver for our missed school days caused by the winter storm, meaning that we will not have to make up those days, and we will also not have to use any of our bad weather makeup days for the missed Thursday the week prior. In short, we will still get our 4-day weekend the first weekend of April. Moving into celebrity entertainment news, comedian and late-night talk show host Jimmy Fallon and musician John Legend created a song called It's March Again, which is a comedic ode to an entire year of the pandemic and a parody of Belle's provincial life song in Beauty and the Beast. On a more serious note, The Bachelor host Chris Harrison said this week in an interview on Good Morning America that he plans to return to his position as host of the long-running dating show after he stepped aside when criticisms arose for his defense of a current contestant who was associated with acts of racism. He said, quote, "I am committed to progress, not just for myself, also for the franchise." On Tuesday, PHS Theater's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream took the stage in the auditorium. Gianna Galante went behind the scenes to uncover the work that made this play so successful.
With COVID-19 on the rise, it comes to no surprise that multiple theaters have taken a halt on live productions. With over a year of no live shows, Prosper High School Theater finally opened its doors to live audiences, starting off with their UIL one-act show, Midsummer Night's Dream.
We've been working at least 2 hours every week. Not every week, every day, and really rehearsing and making sure not only our acting is great, but also our tech is doing an amazing job with their lighting and making sure we can set up and take down the set on time.
Although challenges were brought to the actors and teachers because of COVID-19 restrictions, they chose to adapt and power through.
Of course, learning how to speak with masks clearly and making sure that they are uniform into our show is important. But when it comes to teaching, when you're doing a hybrid, it is challenging, but it's also an interesting way to take some chances and do something different.
For Eagle Nation News, I'm Gianna Galante.
After this short break, we'll see what movies remind students of their childhoods.
Movies and other forms of entertainment often bring back fond memories for many individuals. Allison Wood hit the school hallways to find out what movies spark students' childhood nostalgia.
For most, nostalgia is a valuable thing to hold on to, but not everyone has the same ties to their childhood. So what exactly brings students and teachers closer to their nostalgia? Let's find out.
Probably Tangled, because I'm an artist and I was really influenced by Rapunzel's artistic abilities.
I would have to say The Wizard of Oz, because as a child I was deathly scared of the weather.
The movie that shaped my childhood has to be Spirit. I know it's the horse movie, but it really showed me how much passion I have for animals.
I would have to say Goonies, because it was an awesome coming of age movie that spoke of friendship and its importance, and I'm grateful for the friends that I have.
The movie that shaped my childhood is High School Musical, because it's fun and it made me want to be a cheerleader.
One student who is used to asking many questions on a regular basis is the Chief Operating Officer of our school news publication. Zach Manning is in the studio with her in this week's edition of The Perch.
Thanks, Will. I'm your host, Zach Manning, and here with me today I am Miss Emma Hutchinson. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing awesome, thank you. So, what is the main goal of ENO?
Our main goal really is to just inform and entertain at the same time. We do a lot of things on ENO, not just articles. We do video stories, we do album reviews, and just a whole bunch of things. And we just like to inform not just the school but the community about what's going on in the world.
Awesome. So, what are your responsibilities for ENO?
Well, as Chief Operating Officer, I'm one of the editors on the editorial board, so if anybody on staff needs their article read, I'll just go through and look for any errors or mistakes and see if it's ready to be published on the website. And I also just try and get the word of ENO out to the school and the community.
Awesome. Well, I'm sure that's a lot of help. So, what is your favorite part about being on the staff?
My favorite part would definitely have to be the family aspect of it. Every time I walk into that class on PE days, it's just a really welcoming environment, and everybody on staff is always so kind and supportive of each other, and it's just overall a really good environment to start my day with.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
My pleasure. So, thank you so much. Be sure to visit ENO at eaglenationonline.com. Now let's send it back to Will and Mithra at the desk.
That's all we have for you today, Eagle Nation. I'm Mithra Kama.
And I'm Will Carlisle. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you after spring break.